Hello, hello. It's Foundation Friday, November 3rd, 2017. Steve Sipress here. Rhino of the day. I know I've shown at least one or two of these before, but Jeff Smith made me a whole bunch of these custom rhinos, supposedly to hand out as business cards. Those, at least they have my website on it, and it has the word WOW after the WOW strategy that I created to simplify sales and marketing success for small business owners. And so these are wooden rhinos that are, I don't know, however he does them. He cuts them out of wood, and then he pokes a hole in the nose to get a nose, a nostril, and an eye. And he's over at jeffwoodsmith.com. If you want to have custom woodworking done for you and your business, we got a whole bunch of other things. I'm pretty sure Jeff also did this for me. Yeah, of course he did. He did my this name plaque wooden thing that I put on the desk. Here's how I know that he did it. jeffwoodsmith.com, and there's his phone number. And so that sits on my desk. Not a rhino, though. So there's the rhino of the day, the business card, and the business card type of rhino. And I use that because I was asked to critique a business card by an old friend of mine. Normally, of course, I get paid for this. I do it only for my clients. But I made an exception here because it's an old business associate of mine who helped me out a lot in a previous business. And so obviously doesn't take me a lot of time or effort, but my expertise is worth tremendous amounts of money. Shows me the business card, and the first good thing, the one good thing that I see right off the bat is he used the front and the back of the business card. Fantastic work right there. However, he was using some completely technical, crazy corporate name like blank, blank, comma, LLC, like on the business card, which conveyed no idea what it was all about. And then he had a cute slogan about something that didn't also tell me anything. And then on the back, I found out from questioning him, it was supposed to say he pays $500 for a referral, which is fantastic, by the way, and a smart thing to do. But it didn't say that, and I wasn't sure what he meant on the back of the card. So it had a lot of lack of clarity, but the topic for today, the foundational tip, is that I didn't know. So my clients, of course, know this, and people that follow me and study me, and, of course, my associates and real sharp marketers, of course, know this, but I did not realize, silly me, that most business owners don't understand that whatever the technical corporate name of your business is, who cares? Nothing to do with anything. So almost nobody knows the technical corporate name of any corporation. Like, for instance, my favorite sports team, about the only league left that's watchable, Major League Baseball, and my beloved New York Mets, well, their technical name is, I think it's the New York Metropolitan Baseball Club, Inc. Like, that's not that catchy. Do we walk around wearing a shirt that says, I love the New York Metropolitan Baseball Club, Inc.? Let's go, New York Metropolitan Baseball Club, Inc. And tune in for today's game between the whatever and the New York Metropolitan Baseball Club, Inc. Never going to happen. So this is why there's such a thing as a DBA, a doing business as. So whatever the heck your ridiculous corporate name is, it's up to you. You have the opportunity, and so I highly recommend you take advantage of it to choose your own DBA, your own doing business as name. So, for instance, one came to mind in the, you'll see this on billboards, in the real estate investing business, people that buy and sell homes. There's a company that is called, man, I looked it up and I should have remembered it now, but it's some technical Home Ventures Inc. or something. Home Ventures Inc. You ever hear that? You ever see it on a billboard? Sounds catchy. Tell you anything about what they do or what's in it for you or why you should call them or why you should do business with them or why you should get excited at all about them? Of course not. So several years ago, they came up with a DBA, a doing business as, and they are now known as We Buy Ugly Houses. And I think they franchised that name out. And so you see it all over the place, all over the country, and here in the U.S. anyway, We Buy Ugly Houses. Registered trademark of the company, which I think is called Home Ventures, Inc. or something like that. So Home Ventures sounds like they thought that was germane to what they do. We buy and sell homes, home ventures, okay, but that doesn't turn anybody on anywhere near as much as we buy ugly houses. There it is, tells you the story. If I want to sell my house without having to fix it up, without having to put it on the market, without having to wait 45 days or 90 days or even a week or whatever for a real estate agent to sell it, like I call a toll-free number, somebody comes out, looks at my house maybe, or just looks at comps, I don't know what, gives me a quote, and I take it or leave it, and we're done. We buy ugly houses. You don't have to fix it up. Don't have to do anything. Boom, boom, boom. You get cash. You're done. It's my thought about how it works. Just sounds like that ought to be how it works. Something like that. So if you're like my technical corporate name under all the different companies that I run, that I own all of or part of, is under a company called Successful Selling Systems, Inc. Who cares? Successful Selling. What the heck does that mean? Well, first of all, it's my initials, SSS. So I picked 3 words that had something to do with business success. And what I do, I put systems into businesses. And so they become successful and they sell more stuff. There you go. Successful Selling Systems, Inc. Like people ask me, what's the name of your business? First of all, it doesn't fit on most forms or in boxes online when you have to fill it in on computer. So it ends up being Successful Selling Sys or Successful Selling S, or, I mean, it doesn't, but I would never use it. I would never walk around like an event and they say, what's your name? What's the name of your business? I would never put Successful Selling Systems, Inc. on my name badge or on anything. Like, who cares what my technical corporate name is? I have all kinds of different DBAs. So, for instance, I have one I was just talking with somebody today about promoting. It's called Automatic Contractor Profits. I set up marketing systems for home service providers, for remodeling contractors, roofing contractors, heating and air contractors, painting contractors, on and on and on. So automatic contractor profits. There. I could call it Successful Selling Systems because I set up systems so that you can sell more and be successful in your contracting. What? No one's going to remember that. No one's going to think about it. And no one's going to care. They're going to have to ask you, what do you mean? What does it do? It's not catchy. It's not memorable. So that's today's foundational tip is no matter what you picked long ago or short time ago for your corporate name, you're not stuck with it when you market your business. Pick a DBA. Now, here's my suggestion how to do it. It's 3 easy steps. Number 1, take out a pen and paper. Hey, thanks for the likes. Who's here? Phil Brakefield. Great to see you, Phil. Take out a piece of paper and brainstorm right now or whenever you want to do it. I suggest always to take action immediately. Sorry about that for you slow action takers. So brainstorm as many names as you can, the shorter the better, that'll be more memorable, that you would like to have as your Inc. or LLC. Hey, that'd be cool, like a We Sell Ugly Houses, automatic contractor profit, something that explains very clearly what you're all about. Brainstorm a whole bunch of those. Remember, the shorter the better, so that's going to make it more memorable. It's also going to help you in step 2. Step 2, after you make that whole list, go to a registrar, and I suggest you do that whole list first before you go here, because then you'll get lost, and it'll take you a lot longer. Go to a domain registrar like GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com, whichever one you choose, and put in a search for those names and look for the exact URL match to one of those catchy names you just chose. So I assume that when they came up with We Buy Ugly Houses, they looked online and they found WeBuyUglyHouses.com is available. So now it makes sense. It's going to save you a lot of time and energy and money in your marketing, because if people remember, hey, I saw a billboard, We Buy Ugly Houses, they get home, they type into their computer, WeBuyUglyHouses.com, boom, there it is. They don't have to type in Home Ventures Inc. LLC, what? And put a / We Buy Ugly House. None of that. The shorter, more memorable, the better. So step 1, brainstorm a whole bunch of catchy, short names descriptive about the biggest benefit you offer to your prospects or what you do that's unique, your process, your whatever it is. Okay, and I can help you with that. That's for another day. Number 2, see if you can find the exact URL match. That's why I said brainstorm a whole bunch of them. And then you'll be left with, out of your list, to say you listed 20 catchy names, and you found 3 of them have an exact URL match that's available. Well, step 3 is look over those 3 and pick one of them. Maybe you test it by calling up other friends, business associates. Hopefully you're in multiple mastermind groups of business owners inside and outside of your industry. I can't imagine. I mean, I know I didn't do it for long because I'd never heard of such thing. As soon as I heard of such thing, I was like, what an awesome concept. I got to get in one of those so I can have peers reviewing my stuff and bounce some ideas. So maybe I'll say, or in an online forum or wherever, or you send an email out to your prospects or your customers and you say, hey, what do you think? Which name do you think is best, A, B, or C? Maybe you do it that way. You're doing some kind of an online poll. But basically, you just pick one of them, and then you go. Then you have a new name. And, of course, technically on the bottom of your contracts and your who, this, that, and whatever, and somewhere in the bottom corner of your website or on the legal pages, it has to have the technical corporate name, like the New York Metropolitan Baseball Club, Inc., sure. But on anything to do with your company, if I got a Mets hat, I got a Mets shirt, I got a Mets ticket, I got a Mets anything, it says Mets. Doesn't say New York Metropolitan Baseball Club, Inc. So use your DBA all the time. That's the new name of your company. It's your corporation doing business as. Pick your own name to do business as. Make it descriptive, make it tell a story so that you don't have to explain and somebody going, what does that mean? What does your company do? And second of all, they'll remember it after they leave you and go home from a networking meeting or whatever they want. They got a stack of business cards. I went to 2 events last week, so man, I got my stack of business cards still right here on my desk. Got to follow up with all these people. Okay, this is just some of them here. I got some of my business cards to follow up with people. A whole bunch more of them here. And so, be nice if when I look at the card, it's something memorable and descriptive instead of some technical corporate name just because that's how you incorporated years ago before you watched this video or knew me or became my client and suddenly became really smart about marketing your business by tuning in to these videos every single day, going to stevesipress.com to learn a lot more, asking if you could please become my client. Then you could absolutely get kid gloves and one-on-one help with every single aspect of selling and marketing for your business, and you'd work less, make more money, have less stress, be happier, all that kind of good stuff. Or just keep going alone, but at least watch my videos or somebody else's, read some books, get into some groups, understand that marketing is the key to everything. That's where all the money is in the business, not the doing of your business. So many people can do business just about as well as you can, no matter how well you think you do it. But the marketing, oh man, there's a huge differentiation in every market between the great marketers and the so-so marketers and the crappy marketers. There's a huge differentiation. That's where all the money is, folks. So that's it for Foundation Friday. Phil, thanks for being here, and thanks for the likes. And I will be back tomorrow with Success Story Saturday. I hope you join me then. Thanks for being here today.